Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into Google's brand new AI video generator, Veo 3.1. It just dropped, and I've been putting it through its paces to see what it can really do.
So here's the million-dollar question, right? Is this the massive leap forward in AI video that we've all been waiting for? Or is it just another small update wrapped up in a whole lot of marketing hype? Let's find out. Okay, first things first, let's just look at the name itself, Veo 3.1. This is not Veo 4.0, and that tells you a lot. Right out of the gate, Google is signaling that this is an incremental improvement, a refinement, not some massive ground-up revolution of their model.
And we have to talk about the biggest limitation right up front. Despite some rumors and a lot of wishful thinking, Veo 3.1 is still capped at a maximum video length of just 8 seconds. Yeah, anything longer, you gotta stitch it together yourself, and as any creator will tell you, that is just not ideal.
All right, so with those limitations in mind, what is new here? What is Google actually promising with this update? Let's take a look at their official claims.
So on their big announcement page, Google's promising a lot. They're talking about richer audio, and this is a big deal because Veo generates sound natively with the video, not as a separate step. They're also claiming more narrative control, better realism, that it sticks to your prompts better, and just overall improved quality. We are about to put all of that to the test. Okay, but it's not all limitations. There is one standout feature where Veo 3.1 genuinely shines, and honestly, it's a potential game changer that really does set it apart from everybody else. They call it ingredients to video, and this is a seriously powerful tool. Basically, you can upload one or more reference images, say a character you designed, a company logo, a specific product, and Veo will actually weave them into your video, keeping them looking the same. This is a huge step towards solving one of the biggest headaches in AI video. And the process is so simple. You just upload your reference images. For instance, in one test, I uploaded 3 different products, a pair of headphones, a handbag, and some sneakers. Then you just write your prompt, something like a TikTok-style influencer video. And boom, Veo generates a clip where the influencer is consistently showing off your specific products. Now, to see just how well this thing handles complexity, wow, I was genuinely surprised here. We used a super detailed Destiny Gundam model as a reference, and while it wasn't 100% perfect, Veo did a shockingly good job of recreating that incredibly intricate design in the video. That is a level of detail that is so hard to get right. So you can imagine, the practical uses for this are massive. If you're in marketing, you can finally create product ads with perfect branding. If you're a storyteller, you can make a short film where your hero actually looks like the same person in every single shot. It's a huge win for control and consistency. All right, now for the main event. We're going to put Veo 3.1 head-to-head with its biggest rivals. We're talking Sora 2, Kling, and Hyper. We've got a series of tough stress tests lined up. Let's see how it stacks up when the gloves come off. First up, a test of its cultural IQ. How well does Veo understand and generate famous characters and pop culture references that we all know and love? We started with a fun one, Pikachu doing ASMR. Veo's version was, well, it was a weirdly realistic, almost creepy version of Pikachu. It's impressive on a technical level, I guess, but it totally misses the character's beloved cartoon style. Sora 2, on the other hand, absolutely nailed it, giving us that stylized, cartoon-accurate look that everyone actually wants to see. Next, we tried something a little more creative. Lord of the Rings, but Gen Z style. Veo just completely fumbled this. The characters looked all wrong, and it missed the entire vibe of the prompt. Meanwhile, Sora 2 totally understood the assignment, capturing that humorous aesthetic and making a way better video. And for a classic showdown, Goku versus Mewtwo, Veo struggled again. Its Goku was okay, I guess, but there was visible warping, and its Mewtwo was completely unrecognizable. Sora 2 just rendered both iconic characters much more accurately. So the verdict on this test is pretty clear. When it comes to pop culture, Sora 2 is just playing in a different league. Okay, moving on. So it's not great with fiction, but how does Veo 3.1 handle the real world? This next test is all about its grasp of complex human movement, anatomy, and just the basic laws of physics. And wow, this is where things really start to fall apart for Veo. We gave it the prompt, a man juggling on a unicycle, and the result was, to put it mildly, awful. The physics of the juggling was a complete disaster. It suggests that Veo's underlying understanding of how the world works is lagging way behind competitors like Kling and Hyper, who both handled this scene much more realistically. We saw the exact same problem with a breakdancing prompt. Veo 3.1 just could not handle the fast, complex, and anatomically difficult moves. Kling 2.5, on the other hand, produced a video that was way more fluid and correct. The takeaway here is obvious. For fast action scenes, you're better off looking elsewhere. For our last test, we basically threw the kitchen sink at it. We used a super detailed prompt with multiple characters, actions, and very specific instructions to see if Veo could keep it all straight. And this final test, it's night and day. The prompt was incredibly specific. A ballerina, spinning, mirrored walls, and an elephant balancing on a ball outside the window. Veo failed on almost every single point. The face was a mess, the physics were wrong, the elephant was in the wrong place. And then you see Hyper 2's attempt, and it's just astounding. It nailed all the complex details perfectly. So, after all those tests, what's the bottom line? Let's boil all of this down into a clear verdict on where Veo 3.1 actually fits in the AI video race right now. So what does this all mean for you? Based on these very clear strengths and some very clear weaknesses, who should actually be using this tool? This table really breaks it down nicely. Veo 3.1 is, without a doubt, the champion if your #1 goal is keeping a character or product looking consistent, all thanks to that amazing ingredients to video feature. But for anything involving pop culture, creative mashups, or general world knowledge, Sora 2 is still your best bet. And for scenes with realistic physics, fast action, or complex human motion, the faster models like Kling and Hyper are currently leading the pack.
So where does that leave us? Well, Veo 3.1 is a small step forward with one truly killer feature. But its competitors are not standing still. In fact, they're improving at a breakneck pace. And that brings up the big question. When Veo 4.0 finally arrives, will it be enough to just catch up, or can it actually lead the race? We are definitely going to be watching.